FNS, my chat is asking you for your opinion on Demon1. And his
I think the peak that he had has served him very poorly for future tournaments because people don't feel like he'll ever do that again, you know? And it's very difficult to pull that off again, like what he did with EG, so.
Because he had like 2 months, right, where he was just the best player and just on such a heater.
Yeah, and the point is, like, this isn't the kind of game where you just get to do that. So, like, the fact that he was capable of doing it for, like, a decent period of time, and then, like, the key period of time where they had Tokyo and Champs. But, like, all the people that want Demon1 being on a team are also expecting that result going forward.
Yeah.
So even if he plays above average compared to most players, he'll never reach that peak again. Or at least it's likely he won't do that again. So, like, it's very...
Right. It was such a high peak, it's just impossible to get back.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like hard to, like, justify having him on a team, especially when you have... And the bigger thing is his agent pool, right? His agent pool doesn't seem to be, like, all that crazy. That's the other big problem. He's not an aggressive player. He needs someone aggressive to, like, he either changes his playstyle or becomes like more, I guess he could just become more aggressive, but it's just so hard to do when you're inherently a passive player.
No, and it is that classic thing, right? Of he just hits such a high that everyone is always just dreaming of that coming back.
Yeah. It's a similar thing to Ye. It's the same thing.
Yes. No, exactly. So therefore, people are always disappointed in you because it's so impossible to get back to that level.
Yeah. So I think as far as him joining another team, he would have to do something similar. I think he's gonna have to join a bad team and create a monster out of a bad team. I don't think he'll get a chance at a top team again.
Unless he then goes and pops off. See, I feel like he needs to go back to challengers.
Nah, fuck, not a chance.
No, but that's what he would need to do, don't you think?
No. He needs to join, like, there's so many bad teams in Americas right now he can join.
You're right. You're basically like...
Yeah, like, right now, like, say, look at EG, right? I don't think he'll ever go back to EG, but just say he did end up joining EG and they qualified for even one event because of him. Or, like, because of his addition. I think that already, like, proves so much, and it's, like, more recent than anything he did prior, so... I think that's the only way he gets back to it. I think joining a challengers team is something he just would never do.
You know, the one person who somehow managed to have that peak and then have that peak again was Tyson, but it was 2 years, 3 years later.
Crashies, man, crashies.
Crashies, but like Tens, it was 3 years later.
Oh yeah, Tyson's
right? I was replying to a Discord message.
No, I agree.
2021 and 2024, it was 3 years in between.
Yeah.
That he found it again at that same level.
Yes, sir.
Like in the kickoff tournament in Madrid.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, chat.
To that guy.
He could not have like his retirement. Like he will always be known as just a god now. Like it could not have been better timed. Tyson.
Tens.
Yeah.
I was saying Tens because we were talking about the fact that Demon1 and Ye had these crazy high highs that everybody always is dreaming of them getting back to, and they therefore only evaluate them against those highs.
Yeah.
And I said the only player who managed to have that second peak was Tens.
Like the reinvention on controller.
And then he had it in 24.
Yeah.
And he switched roles, which is even crazier, right? But that's the key thing he did.
Yeah. It's when it works out, for example, in Tyson's case, you look like a god, right? Because you did it on a different team in a different role. But then Demon1 and even Marv had the same opportunity in 2024. And then because of how badly it went,
yes,
it has the opposite effect. Everyone loses faith that those players could ever do it again.
That's why, like, when you find the team that you actually gel well on, it's like actually so important to try to keep figuring it out. Because like you can go to another team and just be shit.
Yep.
Like even if you, I mean, I guess it's less likely. Like at least in Aspas, like kind of bounce around. But I do feel like it's more common that a really good player could swap teams and not perform as well.
Yeah.
Because it's just a different system, different environment.
It just comes down to like, okay, are you willing to pay me more this year? Okay, no, okay, I'm gonna go to this team then. You know, it's one of those.
I think that's silly.
Yeah, in hindsight, especially when it doesn't work out. But in the moment, for younger players,
I can see
it's very easy to, like, you know, just like you have an agent straight up telling you like, yo, these guys are paying you 3 times more and they have the same, if not better, quality players.